Hi, Ericson Library. We had great success with people being interested in our Serenity Kits, and we did the live program today, and it was great. We had some people show up. We did meditation together. We did a positive affirmation exercise, and we just had some great conversation and talking about things we can do to relieve our stress and anxiety. So for those people that weren't able to make it to the live program, I wanted to record some of the information that we shared today. So thank you for picking up your Serenity Kit. I hope you are having something warm to drink. Of course, you know, my cup has to have something about books on it. My little book club mug that I use when I attend my book clubs. I love having warm tea. And in each kit, you had a choice of hot chocolate or tea. So I'm going to share some of the benefits of drinking tea, and just the warmth from tea can be very comforting for our stress, but it actually has a lot of health benefits. So I don't know if you know that tea has antioxidants in it. All varieties of tea contain high levels of antioxidant polyphenols. Most teas have less caffeine than coffee, although green tea does have more caffeine than regular tea. But typically coffee has 2 to 3 times the caffeine level of tea. Tea, if you drink it without sugars or any sweeteners, is calorie free. So it's great to drink in place of high calorie beverages. Tea helps to aid in digestion due to the high levels of tannins that it contains. It makes a great after meal digestive. And tea helps to hydrate the body. Even though it does have caffeine, tea does help to keep you hydrated. So that's some little interesting facts about tea to share with you. I don't know what kind of tea that you like. I'm actually a very big tea connoisseur. So I like all different kinds of teas. I like a lot of herbal teas, some green teas. Green teas are kind of an acquired taste, but there are many, many, many health benefits to green tea. So if you haven't tried it, I would definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. And one of my favorite black tea flavors is called Lady Grey, which is, I love Earl Grey, but it's a combination of Earl Grey with a little more citrus flavors. So, and then in the kits that we gave out, you had some candy cane peppermints in there. And I thought that I would share some benefits of that. So one of the most common uses for peppermint oil, it's used as a flavoring for candies, including in candy canes. Ancient Egyptians used the peppermint plant as a medicinal herb. Peppermint has been cultivated for its essential oil since the 1700s, so it's been used for a long, long time. And today, the United States provides 75% of the world's fresh peppermint. I thought that was really interesting. Oil from the peppermint plant contains menthol, which is a pharmacologically important substance with multiple health benefits. It has gastrointestinal benefits. After dinner mints, so a lot of times if you go to restaurants, although a lot of us aren't really going out and doing too much out in the world right now, but a lot of time restaurants will have mints, or sometimes they give it to you and they bring the check to you. And there's a reason for that. After dinner mints are popular not only because of the flavor, but because peppermint consumed after a meal can reduce gas and aid with indigestion. The cooling menthol in peppermint stimulates the stomach lining and eases stomach pain. So it may help to calm an upset stomach. Peppermint also has respiratory relief benefits. The menthol in peppermint tea and candy may increase saliva production, which leads to swallowing and suppression of the reflux that causes coughs. So that's why it's a good cough suppressant as well. Peppermint is good for pain relief. Peppermint flavored candy can be used to dull aches and pains. It may inhibit nerves that react to painful stimuli. And although it's temporary, you can enjoy a brief respite from an irritating cough. So, and tension relief. Peppermint is a soothing herb that contains properties to help calm muscle spasms and cramps. And peppermint candy not only tastes good, but it can have both a relaxing and an invigorating effect. And so I don't know if you notice, but even the smell of peppermint, like even when you have a peppermint candy nearby, just the smell of it can make you just feel more invigorated, but it also does have a calming effect as well. Actually, I didn't mention one of my favorite teas is also a spearmint tea. I love the flavor of spearmint, and spearmint is actually used in a lot of gum that we have. So that is the benefit and the little story behind the candy cane that we included in your Serenity Kit. And one of the choices you had was for hot chocolate. So the traditional hot chocolate that we buy in the store that's already prepackaged does have like sugars in it and things like that. But I didn't know if you knew the benefit of cocoa powder. So pure cocoa powder without the sugar and the extras in it is rich in flavonoids, antioxidants. Hot cocoa contains more antioxidants per serving than tea. So a little bit better than tea if you use like the pure recipe with the pure cocoa. Cocoa may also help to lower cholesterol and maybe help with blood clots. So, and because the flavonoids contained in cocoa are bitter and pungent, most commercially available chocolate has been processed. So again, the most pure form of cocoa powder that you can get. And that's why dark chocolate traditionally is known to have a lot more benefits than traditional chocolate. So that are the benefits of cocoa. Okay, and then in the Serenity Kit, you found some bubble wrap. And I know when I was little, I used to love popping the bubbles, but I think I did it more as a game and for fun. But there are definitely stress relieving benefits to that as well. There's a saying that rings true when it comes to popping bubble wrap. Once you pop, you just can't stop. Okay, it sounds like a Pringles jingle, but the truth about bubble wrap is it's fun, it's addictive, and above all, it does help to relieve stress. Here's why. According to the National Center for Biotechnology, popping sealed air capsules does help to reduce stress. People who pop bubble wrap are generally proved to be less tired and even become more energized. This is because popping bubble wrap falls under the category of meditative relaxation techniques. Stress can sometimes trigger our fight or flight response. When this happens, your muscles tense as you prepare to either fight or run for your life. While this helps you flee from predators, it's not as useful when you're stressed out about money, work, school, projects, parents, kids, whatever is stressing you out. And goodness knows, there's just been a lot of stress and anxiety because our world has changed a little bit right now. So we're learning to adapt, and that can always cause stress too. So this is partially why bubble wrap is so popular. Have you ever noticed that you tend to fidget more when you're stressed? For example, many people tap their fingers. One possible explanation is that fidgeting helps to release muscle tension caused by stress. In a way, bubble wrap for stress relief helps because popping bubble wrap sheets can help you work off some of your nervous energy so you feel less stressed. The logic's similar to how using a stress ball or a fidget spinner also sometimes helps. It's easier to leave your stress behind when you can focus on something else. Popping bubble wrap sheets gives you that outlet so you can move on with your day. When you dwell on things that upset you, it gets harder to salvage your day and turn it around. Bubble wrap is a great distraction so you're not left with negative thoughts. I thought this was very interesting. Compared to meditation, popping bubble wrap can help you de-stress faster. This is because popping bubbles gives you instant gratification. In fact, a study found that popping bubble wrap for 60 seconds relieved as much stress as a 30-minute massage. Much cheaper too. Whether this is actually true, it's up for debate, but you can't deny the simple joy of popping bubbles. It's a universal truth that people of all ages love to pop bubble wrap. So when you get packages in the mail, save that bubble wrap for those days when you're having a tough day and you need stress relief, and pop away. And don't feel guilty about it. Okay, so in your kit, you also had a sheet for positive thoughts and affirmations. So I'm just going to give you a little background about positive affirmations. You, me, and almost everybody has heard of positive affirmations. But if you've never tried them before, it can seem really awkward. Telling yourself how awesome you are can be bizarre. But if that's all you're doing, there are probably more effective ways to go about it. And if you're kind of a skeptic because you haven't tried it, it doesn't hurt to understand how and why positive affirmations are popular. All right. So why positive affirmations? Positive affirmations are almost as easy to define as they are to practice. But put simply, they are positive phrases or statements used to change negative or unhelpful thoughts. Practicing positive affirmations can be extremely simple, and all you need to do is pick a phrase and repeat it to yourself. You may choose to use positive affirmations to motivate yourself, encourage positive changes in your life, or to boost your self-esteem. If you frequently find yourself getting caught up in negative self-talk, positive affirmations can be used to combat these often subconscious patterns and replace them with more positive narratives. Is there a science behind it? Yes. Positive affirmations require regular practice if you want to make the effects long-lasting and make the changes long-term. The good news is that practice and popularity of positive affirmations are based on widely accepted and well-established psychological theories. So I have some examples of positive affirmations. And I got these examples actually from a teacher's guide for a teacher that was teaching positive affirmations. So it says, positive thinking is a very powerful tool that can improve your health, help you manage stress, overcome challenges, and make better choices. Everyone can benefit from improving their positive thinking skills. The idea is that by changing your thinking, you can control your emotions and your actions. Positive thinking skills often start with positive self-talk, which means using the voice in your head to say positive thoughts about yourself or about a situation over and over. And these are some great examples of positive affirmations. And I definitely suggest, if you're able to, have like a very calm environment when you're trying to think of a positive affirmation. Have, maybe a candle or some nice dim light nearby if you can, as well as really relaxing music. That always helps. And there's some great options that you can find online. If you have internet access, you can pull up YouTube, and there's all kinds of great music, for meditation or for great for studying. Because sometimes it's good to have that background music that helps you think, or helps you retain information. And there's actually something on YouTube that's become really popular, and it's called ambiance videos. So I know for myself, the one thing that I'm really missing that was a normal thing that I would do often and would bring me stress relief was going to coffee shops. I love little cafes and coffee shops, and I miss that ambiance. So with the ambiance videos, you can pull up, and we did this today during the live program that we did with the Serenity Kits. I brought up a screen with a coffee shop ambiance. So it looks like you're in a coffee shop, and it has the sounds of the coffee shop and some soothing music playing. So I definitely encourage you to look those up. And that's great when you're trying to do positive affirmations. So let's talk about some examples. I am enough. It's really good to let yourself know that sometimes it's easy for us to feel like we're not. So repeating that to yourself definitely helps. I forgive myself for my mistakes. My challenges help me grow. Today is going to be a great day. That's a great positive affirmation for first thing in the morning when you wake up, because the day hasn't started yet. So if you can try to start on a positive note, it definitely helps to start the day off on the right track. I believe in my goals and my dreams. And that's important no matter how old you are, what your age is. It's always good to set goals and have dreams. I can get through anything. I can do better next time. So, none of us are perfect, and we all have bad days. And sometimes we just don't get things done as well as we would have liked, but it's good to remind yourself that you've learned and that next time you can always do better. I am capable of so much. I can make a difference. And don't forget how important you are, and that things that you do in your life and for others do make a difference. My positive thoughts create positive feelings. I can be anything I want to be. I accept who I am. I am strong and determined. Anything is possible. So I hope that gives you some ideas of positive affirmations. And there's space on the sheet for 10 of them. So I encourage you, maybe just think of a different one each day. And I hope that helps you put yourself in a positive mindset and to relieve some stress and anxiety for yourself. And in your kit, I also had 2 little cards, and these are traditionally called compliment cards, but basically there's positive affirmations on here. So I put 2 of them in there because I encourage you to keep one of them somewhere where you can look at it each day, somewhere where it will be nearby to you, maybe somewhere in your bedroom, so that when you open your eyes first thing in the morning, you'll see it, bathroom mirror, or just maybe on the door. So the first thing you see when you leave is this. So this one says you are such a blessing, and this one says you are capable of great things. So you have 2 of them because if you're able to, I would definitely encourage you to give one away. Mail it to somebody or give it to somebody, because sometimes it's just the perfect moment to give a positive affirmation to somebody else and let them know they're important, and that can change their day. All right, and then the one other thing that we did during our live program today for the Serenity program is we did a 7-minute meditation. And I'm going to let you know a little bit about meditation in case you've never tried it and what some of the benefits are. Benefits of meditation is that it helps your stress level, increases your attention span, increases your immunity. If you do meditation at nighttime, it can help you have a better night's sleep, improves functioning of your brain, makes you and those around you happier, because if you're happier, you're exuding happiness, and it does help to increase happiness of the people around you. Meditation can help to make you feel more connected, and it can help you to appreciate life more because you're being more mindful. So you're noticing more things around you, you're listening to your breathing. And here's some examples of mindful practices that are easy to do every day. Go for a walk around the block. And if you're walking, take in as much beauty around you as you can, and take moments to appreciate just everything around you, how you are feeling. Breathing exercises. Breathe in for 4 seconds. So take the time to breathe in, and then 4 or 5 seconds when you're breathing out. So you're just taking deep breaths. And then keeping a gratitude list. Write down 5 things a day that you are thankful for. Some days it'll be a challenge, but sometimes concentrating on what makes you grateful can also make you feel better. So these are some ideas about when you are wanting to meditate. So it's always important to have a comfortable seat. So that could be sitting up, it could be standing up, it could be laying down, whatever you feel is comfortable. Find a place to sit that feels calm and quiet. You can set a time limit. A lot of people maybe think meditation takes a long time, but even taking 5 minutes can just make you feel better. So if you're just kind of beginning, you might want to set a short amount of time, 5 or 10 minutes. And then notice your body and how it feels. Whatever feels comfortable, make sure that you're in a stable position that you can stay in for that length of time. And feel your breath. Concentrate, you can close your eyes, and then just concentrate on your breathing. And then, of course, all of us, we're just so busy, and we have, our mind is just constantly going with thoughts. So especially, and they call it meditation practice because it does take practice. And you can notice when your mind starts wandering, and that's okay. Be kind to your wandering mind. That's so important. Don't judge yourself, or get angry at yourself because so many thoughts are coming into your mind. Just notice them, and then just go back to concentrating on your breathing. And that's kind of how you can bring calmness back. By bringing your attention to the present moment, and by noticing your breathing, pay attention to your breath as it enters your body and as it leaves. And then, like I said, notice your thoughts and feelings. Take note and then just allow yourself to return to your breathing. And sometimes you might feel frustrated or bored. That's okay. These are just feelings. And your mind, you might be thinking about all the things you have to do. And that's why it's important just to give ourselves a little bit of a break, because it's really easy to feel overwhelmed. And just, practice doing that. And I hope that that helps to bring you some serenity and stress relief. And we thank you so much for joining us for our programs at Ericson Library. And if you have any programming ideas, please let us know. And, if doing some of this mindfulness, if this is something you're interested in on a regular basis, we are happy to maybe get together once a month on Zoom. And like I did today with the live program, we can share the screen and do some of the meditation, or maybe we can just get together and do coloring. In the Serenity Kit, I also included a coloring page. This one said never give up. And we can always, we're always happy to provide you with a coloring page, and we can maybe get together on Zoom and have coffee or tea or, water. Water is good to hydrate. And we can just do some coloring together and have some social time, because social time is very important too. So anything that you would like to see us offer you, please give us ideas. We're always open to them. Thank you for joining me today and picking up the Serenity Kits. I'm so glad they were very popular. I hope you enjoy them, and take care.